Have you ever felt really exhausted? Not because of physical work, but because of overthinking things that, in reality, we can't control? Maybe you're afraid of not being liked, worried about the future, or constantly regretting past mistakes. If so, you're not alone. The truth is, we all have limited energy, whether it's physical strength, time, or mental capacity. If we keep spending that energy on things we can't control, we'll end up draining ourselves. That's why, in this video, we'll talk about how to focus on what we can control, so our lives can feel more relaxed, lighter, and peaceful. Plus, I'll share examples of things we don't need to overthink, things we can just let go of. Let's get started. Other people's perceptions. Alright friends, the first thing we need to stop worrying about is what other people think of us. Sometimes, without realizing it, we get so caught up in thoughts like, do people like me? Or, what if they're talking bad about me behind my back? The truth is, no matter how kind or perfect we try to be, there will always be people who don't like us. Why? Because of differing perspectives, goals, or simply because of negative feelings like envy or resentment. Think about this. Can we make everyone in the world happy? Of course not. So why waste time obsessing over their opinions? The reality is, what they think is their right, not our responsibility. Instead of stressing about what others might think, focus on what makes you happy. Want to post something on social media? Do it because you enjoy it, not because you're chasing likes. Want to wear a certain outfit? Choose one that makes you feel comfortable, not just what others consider trendy. That said, remember to align your actions with the norms of your religion, culture, and social environment. Letting go of others' opinions doesn't mean living recklessly without boundaries. Life is too short to spend it trying to please everyone. So focus on what brings you joy and comfort, because at the end of the day, it's your life to live, not theirs. Other people's attitudes. Next, an equally important thing to stop worrying about is how others treat us. Sometimes we expect that if we're kind to others, they'll automatically be kind to us in return. But the reality is, that's not always the case. Sure, there might be one or two people who reciprocate our kindness, and that feels great. But often, there are also those who respond poorly, or even betray us behind our backs. Here's what we need to remember. Other people's attitudes are not something we can control. No matter how kind we are, there will always be the possibility that someone dislikes us or pretends to be nice to our face. So, what can we do? It's simple. Be kind, but don't expect that kindness to always be returned. We do good not for them, but because it's part of our relationship with God. Let God be the one to see and reward our actions. And if someone suddenly treats you poorly, mocking you, being sarcastic, or even spreading falsehoods, remember this. It's not about you, it's about them. Their behavior reflects their character, not your worth. So don't stress if someone dislikes you or acts negatively toward you. Stay true to yourself, do your best, and let that be part of your life's journey. Because in the end, we're not here to meet everyone's expectations. We're here to become the best version of ourselves. Physical appearance. The next thing we don't need to stress over is our physical appearance, especially aspects we can't control, like height, body type, or skin color. Think about it. Your height? That's genetic. Your skin color? Also something you're born with. Your body type? It's a combination of genetics and factors that aren't entirely within our control. So, why stress over things we simply can't change? What we can do is make the most of what we have. For example, choose a fashion style that suits your body shape. Use makeup if it boosts your confidence. Take care of your body through exercise and a healthy lifestyle. And for those of you working on skincare or maintaining your weight, that's great. But remember, don't be too hard on yourself. Sometimes, despite using expensive skincare or sticking to a regular workout routine, acne might still appear because of genetics or environmental factors. If we push ourselves too hard, we'll only end up stressed, and stress can make things even worse. Believe me, beauty isn't just about physical appearance. Confidence and gratitude are far more important. Someone who feels comfortable in their own skin will always look attractive, no matter their body shape or skin tone. So, stop comparing yourself to others. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself, not someone else's version. Remember, you are unique, and the world needs your uniqueness. The future of love. Another thing we need to stop overthinking is the future of our love life. I know this topic can feel sensitive for many, but let's take a moment to reflect. We often have big expectations about the future of our relationships. I want her to be my life partner, or we must always be together forever. But the reality is, romantic relationships involve two people, sometimes even two families. Unfortunately, we can't control our partner's feelings or actions. There's nothing wrong with having hopes and plans for the future of a relationship. But remember, relationships aren't always smooth sailing. Differences, conflicts, or even breakups can happen. If we pin all our happiness on our partner, we risk falling into disappointment, stress, or even trauma when things don't go as planned. So, what can we do? Give your best in the relationship. Love your partner sincerely, but don't become overly dependent. Love is about giving, not demanding. And if the relationship doesn't turn out as you hoped, try to let go and trust that God has a better plan for you. A healthy relationship isn't about complete dependency. It's about supporting each other to grow into the best versions of yourselves. Most importantly, ensure your happiness comes from within you, not solely from your partner. Remember, true love is about giving selflessly and accepting wholeheartedly. If you're going through a tough time in your relationship, trust that you'll find the strength to get through it and rediscover your happiness. The past. The last thing we need to stop overthinking is the past. I know not all of us have a beautiful past. Sometimes there are mistakes, failures, or even painful memories that feel impossible to let go of. But think about this. The past has already happened. There's nothing we can do to change it. Whatever we've done is done. What we can control is how we choose to respond to it now. Instead of constantly blaming yourself or being trapped in regret, try to make peace with your past. Forgive yourself for the mistakes you've made. Remember, you're only human, and every human makes mistakes. It's okay to look back once in a while, as long as the purpose is to learn, not to dwell there. Turn those bitter experiences into valuable lessons that help you build a brighter future. Don't let the past disrupt your happiness today. If you keep focusing on what's already happened, you might miss out on all the beautiful opportunities ahead of you. Remember, your past doesn't define who you are. What matters is what you choose to do from this moment forward. So, let go of the past, forgive yourself, and focus on creating a better future. Conclusion. So friends, after everything we've discussed, what can we conclude? Life is essentially about choices, choosing what to focus on and what to let go of. We have limited energy, just 24 hours in a day, and a mind that also needs rest. That's why it's so important to focus only on things we can control, like our efforts, our thoughts, and how we respond to situations. As for things like other people's perceptions, their attitudes toward us, our inherent physical appearance, the future of our love life, or even our past, those are all beyond our control. So why waste energy worrying about things we can't change? Starting now, let's slowly learn to accept. Accept that not everything will go the way we want. Accept that life isn't always fair, but it always gives us opportunities to learn and grow. In the end, happiness and peace aren't about controlling everything. They're about how wisely we respond to whatever happens. When we can let go of things beyond our control, life feels so much lighter and more spacious. So friends, let's start prioritizing our energy for the things that truly matter. Remember, you have full control over your own life, but you don't need to control everything. And that's the key to living a happy life.